Hi, everybody. Lee here. Have you ever been talking to an older person and they finish your sentence even before you do? Well, that's what this video is all about. It's about when you're talking with an older person and they seem to know, or they seem to think that they know more about what you're talking about than you do. They jump into the sentence too fast. They cut you off. They don't even give you a chance to finish your own sentence. Now, I know that a lot of people don't like that, but I want to show you the behaviors so that when you see them, you'll know that a lot of times they don't mean any harm. Now, you're still trying to get the words out. You're still trying to land your point, and they just step right in. They say it faster. They say it like they already know where you're going. And just like that, your sentence never really gets to be yours. It may seem small at first, but something shifts right there. Just for a second, you look at them a little differently and you start wondering if they were ever really listening to you at all. That's what you see. But what's happening underneath that moment is where this really starts. When an older person hears something familiar, they don't always stay with your words. They start getting ahead of you. They hear one detail and connect it to something they've already lived through. They think they already know the kind of story this is. So instead of waiting, they just move forward. They respond to where they think you're going instead of where you actually are. And from their side, it may not feel wrong. It may feel like they're understanding you quickly. It may feel like they're just helping move things along. And that's where the tension sits. What feels like understanding to them can feel like being cut off to you. Now, you may not say anything about it, but you start adjusting. You pause more, you shorten what you say, you leave parts out. Sometimes you don't even finish your thoughts because it's already feeling like they're going to finish it for you. Now, something else is happening. You're not just reacting to what they do, you're preparing for it before it happens. The conversation starts changing before it even begins. You're already deciding how much of yourself feels worth saying. And little by little, the space you take up starts shrinking. Once that pattern sets in, you start acting differently around that older person. You hold back certain thoughts. You avoid certain topics. You simplify what you say just to get through the moment. On the outside, everything looks normal. You're still talking now. They're still responding, but nothing has been said out loud. Inside the interaction, something is being reduced. The room for you to fully be there gets smaller. And the harder part is, they might not even see it happening. From the older person's side, they may keep doing the same thing without realizing what it's doing. They may think they're being helpful. They may think they're showing experience. They may believe they're just getting to the point faster. And that's what makes this difficult. It doesn't always sound harsh. Sometimes it sounds confident. Sometimes it sounds certain. But to you, it can feel closed. It can feel like there's no room left for you to think out loud or to even be wrong for a moment. And over time, that starts wearing on the connection. Not in a loud way, though, in a quiet way that changes how much you bring. And that's where the distance begins. So here's the dilemma. What looks like helping may not feel like helping to you. What sounds like knowing may feel like being shut out. The more they speak for you, the less room there is for you to be heard. The more they assume, the less space there is for something new to show up. And what they may be protecting in themselves may be costing the relationship something real. Because over time, being talked over doesn't just interrupt your sentence. What it does, it changes whether you feel like bringing your full thoughts at all. And when that happens, the conversation may still be there, but the connection may already be starting to leave. When you can, where you can, and how you can, just try to be a little understanding. As always, if you felt a little something from this video, don't forget to subscribe and comment. And guess what? I'll see you with the next video.